Good day, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, so we are making meat pie today. First, you would get a clean pan. In the clean pan, this you add little oil because we have to control our diet here. As a nurse and a chef, we don't need to do so much of oil. So in the pan, you add some onions. You saute your onions for few minutes. So once you're done sauteing your onions, you add your minced meat. Once you're done adding your minced meat, you add your stick seasoning. Adding six so once you're done doing that, you add your ginger powder. You have to turn now. You know that there's one adage that you have to keep stirring. So I was stirring. I just want everything to combine with each other. So I added my ground cinnamon is actually very very good for your health. So you add ground cinnamon, then I added bouillon cube, and then just little, just I think one cube, so it just to give it that taste. So once I'm done doing the added little salt, stay together. I added my diced potato, Irish potato, and then some carrots. So I just want this to cook for a few minutes because the carrot is fresh, the Irish potato is also fresh. Oh, this recipe, I do not have pepper, so I'm going to be using black peppercorn. And then I added all spices. So in this place I added little light soy sauce. That is optional actually. I just want to give it a very different taste. I want to give it a different taste. So my filling is ready. I've set it aside. I want it to cool before I use it. So in this the next thing we are doing is to make our dough. So first off, you don't use flour that has not been sieved. I sieved my flour. I had baking powder, little salt. Once you are done doing that, you combine together. I'm using a spatula in this particular video. So if you want a very fluffy dough, I think one thing we need to know is that you need to use cold things. Okay, for example, now here I'm using a very cold margarine. Once you use cold margarine, cold water is going to give your dough this fluffy thing. So I added my margarine. Once I was done adding margarine to it, mixed together, and then I broke one egg. I just used one egg for this recipe. I'm going to keep the full recipe in caption in the comment section so you should all see it. So I added one egg to it, and then I mixed together. One thing about this, you have to mix, and I added very cold water to this recipe. So once I was done, I mixed together. You have to keep mixing. So once I'm done, I need this place. I need to now work with my hand, so I had to wear my glove, and I combined all of these ingredients together. So I need to form a bowl now, round ball. And then once I'm done that, once I was done doing that, I wrapped in a cling film, and I left it in my freezer to rest for 30 minutes. So if you're using a fridge, you can let it rest for 1 hour. If you're using a freezer, you can let it rest for 30 minutes. So one thing why you allow it to rest is because you want to give it that fluffy texture. You don't want to bite on a very hard pie. So 30 minutes now, I'm bringing it out. I need to cut a little portion of it. So I am going to do a little bit of my hand work I'm going to need, and then I'm going to roll flat with my rolling pin. So once we are done doing this already, I'm going to place on your meat pie cutter. So meat pie cutter has different sizes. I'm using the biggest size in this video. So I'm using the biggest size in this video. I'll place it on my pan, meat pie cutter, and then add 2 spoon of my filling. So this rolling out, you have to be sure of the texture you want. If you want it light, you can roll it very flat. But then I'm making food for honorables, I'm making food for prince and princess, queens and kings. I don't want it to be flat, so I need to do something big that when you even carry the meat pie, the meat pie be like, wow, really it is plenty. So I am adding 2 spoon of the filling into this. Make sure your filling is actually very cool, not hot when you are doing this. Then I'm going to I have to secure this my pie round. I don't want it to open while it's in the oven. So I had to do that with egg wash. You can do with just a little butter, or you can use your egg wash. So this is I'm cutting out the excess. So after cutting out the excess from this part, I already made a tray, my baking tray. Underneath my baking tray, I just rub little margarine on it, and I cover with my parchment paper because I don't want it to get burned, and I want underneath my meat pie to be beautiful, because I'm a beautiful person. I can make nonsense. So once I'm done doing this, I place them in the pan. I'll make little incisions on them, the dough already. The incision is just to give it beauty. At least it's going to make it attractive for to the eyes. So once I was done doing the incision, I egg wash. After egg wash, I think I pick few of them, and I am covered with sesame seed. I just want to give it that natural flavor, because if you are eating with me, if you are eating from Edibles Euphoria, trust me that you are eating natural, you are eating life, you are eating good. So I did that, and then my meat pie is ready to be baked. So this place I was still doing paparazzi. The egg washing was taking forever. So I was done doing that. The meat pie stayed in the oven for 30 to 45 minutes, and it really came out nice. Everybody that had a bite was like, "Oh, this is beautiful." Anyways, I sent it out to my man on International Men's Day. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Subscribe, like, share. You can always come to this place to learn at any time. It is safe, stress free, and if you have any question, please keep it in the comment section. I'll answer. Thank you. Cheers.